Hey, Kevin, can you hear me? I'm just starting to test something. I hope you guys can hear me. All right, cool. So this is just a random live, so I don't really have a topic. So I was hoping you guys can help me uh, come up with a topic to discuss or something like that. Hey, from Hawaii, hello. I bet the weather there is beautiful right now. Hey, Dustin and Brandon. Yeah, I don't go live very often. I think this is the second time. So right now I'm actually on baby duty, so the baby is asleep, so I have time. And I just got done doing some gardening work, so I just wanted to hop on and say hello because I don't do this very often. Any additional tips on crossbreeding? I've tried many times when I pollinate and they keep dropping. Yeah, so crossing is a really good topic because I actually was thought about talking about that. Um, Usually, when I cross my peppers, I do it in a control climate because sometimes when you cross, they can certain pepper varieties can be very sensitive, so they need constant temperature. So I do it indoors, and it seems to work the best. Do it inside if you can, under artificial lights, and keep the weather or the condition constant, like 72 to 75 degrees. That seems to work the best. Hey, Pilo, how are you? Thank you for showing up. Yeah, so I hope that answers your question about crossing peppers, and also Uh, do it using a chili crossing chart because certain varieties will do better if you cross them with the same, like chinense with chinense and annuum with annuum. You get the best result that way. Let's see. What are the rules on peppers that should be crossed? There's really no rules, but there are things that you can do to help with your success. And as I mentioned, use the same variety, or I mean, not the same variety, but the same species, annuum with annuum, chinense with chinense, and stuff like that. Then you would get really good results. Um, the chili chart is what I used, and that helped a lot. And I actually went outside of the chart and did something strange. I crossed two incompatible varieties, and they actually worked, but it takes a lot of work to get it to crossbreed and produce seeds that would work to grow for the next season. Oh man, Anthony's here. What's up, Anthony? Long time, buddy. Yeah, Anthony, you and I should catch up for some pho soon. Okay, the chat is starting to scroll really fast. I'm a slow reader, so apologize if I don't get to see your message. Yeah, Pilo is saying there's a pepper lovers community on Facebook. Guys, it's an amazing community. People there are like really, really nice and they're very caring. And you'll get a lot of stuff with trades and stuff like that. So go there and talk to people, and I'm sure you're gonna be glad you did because they're really nice people. Oh man, Kyle, what's up, Kyle? Kyle's from Hawaii. So yeah, I'm trying to read the chart. I'm, I'm such a slow reader, guys. I wonder if there's a way to slow this down. Yeah. So again, there's a Facebook one, and there's a Reddit one. You can go to Reddit, and then we have a site there as well. Sorry, guys. There's someone at my door. Let me see who it is. Ditch Facebook. They spy on you. Okay, so I'll be right back, guys. There's someone at my door. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Let's see. So this is a really interesting year for my garden. I have a bunch of really cool crosses, and I just harvested a bunch of sweet misery, and man, those things took forever to take seeds out because the entire pepper, there's only one seed per pepper, so it's really hard to send those out right now. Where can I get the white tie seeds? Oh man, there. I think you can get them on Pepper Lovers community right now. They're trading all over the place, so you can probably go there and trade with a few people. I try to give those out, but right now my plants are still green, so I haven't harvested any seeds yet. Oh, I got to show off my shirt to you guys. Look at this. This is the PLC T-shirt. So I have this logo on the website, not the website, but the PLC page. You guys can download it and create your own shirt. Yeah, Pilo, you gotta get the shirt. Get with the program. The lemon starburst seeds are they're not for sale. They're never gonna be for sale. But you can get it through trading. So there's a there. I think so many people are growing it right now on the PLC community because we're running a contest. If you guys go, Arik is growing a crazy plant right now. I think he's up in the 300 pods, and he's going to do a giveaway very soon. So I think you guys should check out his channel. It's Arik Hale, AARICHALE. So he has a YouTube page, and he show the plants all the time. You guys should check it out. I think he may be doing a big giveaway on the seeds that he's collected. What causes chili to grow smaller than usual? Stress, not the right type of soil. Usually, if chilies don't grow well, it's because there's root problem. So check your soil. Make sure that the soil is loose and easy to for water to drain. And if they're standing water all the time, they're gonna stress and they won't grow. So yeah, the soil is the most important part of growing that would help the plant grow better. I've always wondered what your ethnicity. I'm Vietnamese. Yep, yep. So Pilo just posted Ark's name right there. So you guys should check out his channel. It's amazing. He does family stuff too. So I watch it all the time. So it's really nice. Heat as affect. Yeah, the heat does affect the way your pepper grow. So oh, speaking of Eric, he's right there, guys. So check out his channel. Yeah, if you live in climates that is really hot, like Texas, where I live, sometimes that will cause problem for super hot. Because super hot pepper are very sensitive to extreme heat, so they kind of struggle a little bit in the mid summer. But as it cool down a little bit, they'll produce like crazy. My serranos are super small. Uh, yeah, I mean, it could be depending on the seeds also, because maybe if you get seeds from somebody else that may have it open pollinated, they may cross somehow, or the plant is stressing. But the serrano, I posted a video recently, and my serrano pepper is growing like a monster. It's I think it's over 3 feet tall, and it's producing like crazy. And the pods are normal. Oh yeah, that's right. Let me make Pilo the mod. I don't even know how to do this. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, there we go. So yeah, 97 degrees. Yeah, that's a little bit hot for peppers. We get triple digits in Texas very often this time of the year. So a lot of my super hots are like dropping all of the flowers, and peppers like the Thai varieties, the bird's eye, and stuff like that. Man, they are producing regardless of how hot it is outside. Are peppers are ever attacked by slugs? Yes, slugs will eat leaves of your peppers. Uh, oh, yeah, the watermelon soup recipe. It's very simple, guys. It'll take 15 minutes, but it's amazing. I make it all the time. I try to grow watermelon every year, and I've had like really horrible success with it. I get like 2 or 3 fruits per season, and they're pretty small. And this year I got a really nice one, but somehow when I cut it open, it was still green or white, which is it wasn't ready. Okay, yeah. Marty said he makes hot sauce. Yeah, I love making hot sauce. Sometimes I make them and I'll bring them to work or I'll share them with my friends. A lot of people can't eat that much heat, but they'll try it though. Hey Dan, how's it going? Oh, your Jay's peach died because of a virus? Man, what kind of virus is it? Yeah, Jay's peach is one of the my favorite variety. It's an amazing variety. It's very very hot, but it doesn't have the floral flavor like most of the other ghosts. It does have it, but very little. The heat is very consistent and it's amazing. It looks nice. It tastes good. Great for powder. Happy Pepper said he started half a gallon of fermented sauce. Oh man, that's gonna be a lot of hot sauce. Well, what are you using in it? Oh, did the Thai pepper cross with the Scotch bonnet turn out good? Yes, it did. I call it the sweet misery. If you guys follow me, you would know that I have two crosses of those. I crossed it both ways. The sweet misery, and I actually just got a few seeds out of those because it is the variety that's not supposed to be compatible, and it'll take a lot of work to actually get a few seeds that would sprout. So if you keep growing it seasons after season, you still get very few seeds, but the peppers are just crazy. It's really nice. It's hot and thicker wall, but great pepper overall. It's one of my favorite too. So I should show you guys that soon. Lemon starburst, mystery orange. Oh man, all of my all of my crosses. That's great. Happy pepper. Uh, oh man, the koozie indoor seeds got infected. Oh, that's terrible. I'm actually growing a few right now in my koozie setup. So yeah. So earlier somebody asked about crossing peppers. So if you guys watched my recent video, I grew mine in a small water bottle in like a koozie, and then I crossed it. It actually worked really well. It's easy to keep under control because it's really small. Zeke said he has a ton of peppers and know what to do with. already, I've already made a bunch of hot sauce. You should dry it into powder because I did some recently. I mean, I took like maybe 50 to 60 peppers and I dried it up and it fit into like a small jar. So that's the best way to preserve it. Just dry it up, make it into powder, and with the powder you should make multiple varieties of powder and then you mix them together. So like I have a bunch of reaper powder and then I have some uh, the lemon starburst powder and then I'll mix them together. Oh man, it makes a great blend. You can also do some salted blend, add salt and kind of like spicy up the salt a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. Smoke it, dehydrate it, do all that stuff. Uh, it's a great way to preserve peppers. Okay, I'm trying to read the chat right now. I wish I could get some of the lemon starburst seed. Yeah, I, I mentioned before, come to the pepper lovers community, hang out, get to know people. You get those seeds very easily. People share them all the time. You're dealing with weird mold in your hydroponic setup. Mold is usually caused by root rot. So try, depending on what type of growing method you're using, cracky sometimes could have root rot because if you refill the water level and it go past the original line where the roots can no longer breathe, then you may have root rot because the root would die back. You can actually clean out the dead root, change out the water, and there's this chemical that you can buy at the hydroponic store. I forgot what it's called, but it'll revive the roots again. Are the linzo and the white Thai seeds available on PFC? No, they're not because this is the first season I'm growing it, and I'm so amazed at how good it tastes. So I'm gonna send out those seeds very soon. The only problem is that they don't produce very many seeds. So one pod would have like 2 or 3 seeds. So it'll take me forever to get a lot of seeds to send out to people. Oh, Zoe, thanks for sharing the knowledge. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed some of the videos I made. Who who do you find Sriracha Hornet? Yeah, the Sriracha Hornet is it's a great variety. Batman did a review recently, and he said it's really hot. You guys should check out that video. Oh, Dennis says Brazil is watching me. Hey, Dennis, thanks for watching. Thanks for the kind words. How do you get rid of spider mites? Oh man, spider mites is very difficult. It does multiply very quickly. So when you treat your plant, make sure you do it like every few days until they're gone. Because if you leave a few back, they'll just remultiply. Um, if you find spider mites on your plant, make sure you separate them. Uh, Treat it. You can use neem oil and soap and water, and just spray the plant all around, up and underneath the leaves and all that stuff. And when you spray, it could kind of like damage the plant a little bit, but it'll kill all of the pest, and then the plant will come back. Peppers are amazing. So once you get rid of the problem, you can like give it a haircut and then treat it well, and it'll come right back. Is the Black Reaper real? I'm not sure. I haven't seen the Black Reaper yet. Uh, do they lay eggs under the leaves? Yeah, I mean they probably could. They lay eggs under the leaf. I mean, you can tell they're spider mice because there's going to be a ton of them, and they'll have webs, so they multiply just ridiculous. I mean, you if you see a few, you're going to see hundreds very soon. uh, Homer said, if you were to be stuck on the island, what tree would you grow? I would say coconut, I guess. That's probably the best one for an island. You can use coconut for anything. Oh, how do you find this Sriracha Hornet? Check with Batman, the guy that did the review recently. I have some, but I'm not sure where I put the seeds. I sent most of it out already. I only save enough for me to grow. Yeah, Eric, that's right. Peppers are amazing. Sometimes, like they're on the brink of death, you can just somehow, treat it and it'll come back to life. I've cut the peppers down to like really nothing and it still come back to life. So, Arik, I just saw your channel about those white flies, man. I hope you get rid of those things soon because they are a pain. They multiply like crazy. I had them last year on my cucumber plants, and I saw like maybe a few, and then within a week, the entire plant was covered with them. What is the most common size net cup? I think they come in all sizes, but the one that I use most often is the 2 inch. I use the 3 inch also if I grow bigger plants, but for growing peppers, you don't really need larger than 3 inch. You can if you like, but 3 inches net cups are perfect for growing peppers in hydroponics. Mike has 70 plants now. Yeah, peppers can be very addictive. I mean, you grow a few, and then the next season you will have like 20, and then the next season you will have like 50. It's crazy. And then seeds are just, I mean, you're gonna collect seeds like crazy, and just at some point you're gonna have struggle with like what you want to grow or how you limit it down to the amount that you can hold. Oh man, I missed so many questions, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to I'm trying to read all of this. Yeah, guys. So there's much more information that you can get easily on the PLC page because you can post it, and like hundreds of people will have response to your questions, and they're very knowledgeable too. What method would be best for growing in an apartment? Probably mini hydroponic setup would be best for apartment. And I actually live in an apartment a while back, and that's what I did. I just grew it in mini size containers using cracky hydroponic. It's really fun too because you'll be amazed that even in small size containers, you can grow peppers that will produce a ton of a pod for you to use. So depending on uh, what kind of peppers you like or how much you want it to produce. There are peppers like the Thai varieties or any of the bird's eye. Even in small size container, you can get a lot of peppers to use. And I just crossbreed a bunch that are like the Linzo crossed with the Sangria. Guys, I can't tell you how amazing this variety is. It's so cool. So it came out exactly like I intended. It produced a bunch of peppers, and they're really pretty. And you can grow it in size like little cups and stuff, and it'll still get a lot of peppers. And it's very hot too. And the neat thing about this variety is that there's very few seeds in it because I don't like peppers with a lot of seeds. So the fewer the seeds, the better. And this one actually produced very few seeds. Uh, okay, I saw your videos on the Franken pepper video. I have not tried grafting tomatoes, but I'm sure it will work because people graft tomatoes all the time to make it a better variety. You can I've seen them graft like a pumpkin or a watermelon onto a pumpkin, so I'm sure if that may work. Yeah, the seeds are not available yet because I'm still growing it. And actually, I just harvested a bunch of seeds, and I'm growing it into in my little mini setup right now. So I'm gonna show you guys that soon once they get bigger and produce pods. It's gonna be the second generation, so it's gonna be it may come out all kinds of shapes and colors. Hopefully, I'll get different colors. Let's see. Um, yeah, if you're gonna overwinter your plants or pepper plants, take it in before the temperature drop below 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Because at 50s the pepper will still be alive, but anything lower than that it'll start to wither and die. It'll drop all the leaves and it'll slowly die. So don't wait till frost because frost would damage the leaves and it can freeze the trunk. And once the trunk is frozen, the pepper plant is pretty much dead. Yeah, and before you take your pepper plants inside, make sure to inspect the leaves for bugs. I usually trim most of the leaves off and then I'll spray the pepper down, kind of like, get rid of all the pests before you take it inside because aphids can hide on your plants. You will not see it. And then as soon as you bring it inside and then the condition is right, they'll just spread all over the plant and then, you see aphids all over your plant. And also make sure to check your soil because you can get like fungus gnats in the soil, and then if you take it inside, the fungus gnat will fly all over the place. They're just a pain. They don't do too much damage to large plants, but smaller plants they can because they eat the roots of your plant. Yeah, transfer to a bucket before it gets really cold. You can actually cut the roots back a little bit so that it can fit in a smaller size pot. Because sometimes when you take it inside, you don't have enough space, and trimming the roots would not kill the plant. So you can trim the plants and the roots back a little bit, and then don't water too often because once you do that method, the cutting back and stuff like that, it just require enough moisture to keep it going. But if you over water, then it may have problem. Yeah, occasionally I would dunk, like if I take small plants inside, I would rinse off all of the water, I mean all of the soil, and I would dunk the plant into a bucket of soap and water, and that would kill all of the pests. And once you do that, just rinse it off, and the plants would be fine. They won't die. What temperature kills the plant? Um, Pepper plants usually under 50 degrees Fahrenheit, they would start to die. How often do I do stream? This is my second time. I don't do it very often. So maybe in the future I might try to do more, but this is really sort of like testing to see if anyone's watching. What is the most graph that I had on a Franken pepper? At one point, I had 9 grafts, and they all were alive. It's so amazing. I grafted 9 different varieties onto one pepper plant, and then it grew throughout the winter. It didn't produce fruits because it was cold, but you can see all the different leaves, and it just looks amazing. The Whiz Kids. Thanks, Whiz. Okay. All right, guys. So I think I'm gonna wrap this up because I have to run now. So thank you so much, guys, for joining this, and hopefully I'll do more in the future. Maybe more like on a topic that we can discuss. That way we can just talk about the topic the entire time. So thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you again soon.